Hey friends, welcome to Bowl of Light Yoga. I'm Danielle. This is a Kundalini and Pilates inspired practice for your thighs, glutes, and hips. I'm not planning on using any props in this practice, but it's always a good idea to have a couple of blocks and a blanket nearby. This practice was designed for Sagittarius season, but you can enjoy it any time of the year. If you would like to know more about the astrology behind this practice, you can find that information in the description of this video or on Instagram at Bowl of Light Yoga. If you like this practice, please give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe to my channel. For today's practice, if you like to work with mantras, you can use the mantra Sat Nam, which translates to I am that, I am the truth, or the truth is within me. So on the inhale, you can silently vibrate Sat, and on the exhale, you can silently vibrate Nam. To help set an intention for this practice and for Sagittarius season, ask yourself, where in my life would I like to experience more freedom? During some of the Kundalini practices, you will hear me cue a sniff and throw breath. So what that is a short sniff in, as if you're sniffing something, and then a short sniff out, as if you're sniffing the smell right out of your nose. I'll cue when to use sniff and throw breath and when to use long, deep breathing. So to begin, go ahead and find your comfortable seated position. Shoulders are stacked over hips. Weight is evenly distributed in your sits bones. Maybe dip your chin. You may need to move your head back in space just a bit so you can find alignment of the crown of head, stacked over shoulders, stacked over hips. And if you're ready, go ahead and close down your eyes. Allow your breaths to deepen and lengthen here. Feeling your belly expand fully on the inhales. And as you exhale, pull your navel to your spine to fully exhale. Let's take a couple deep cleansing breaths, so full breath in. And exhaling through the mouth, pulling navel to spine. Let's do that again, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Return to breathing in and out through your nose. Begin to scan your body with your breath. When you find areas of tension, send your breath to that area and allow it to relax and release on the exhale. Call to mind an intention if you'd like to work with one in this practice. Where in your life do you want to experience more freedom? Really solidify that intention in your mind. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. And we'll begin. So we're going to begin with Sufi Grinds. You can bring your hands to the front of your shins. And we'll inhale forward, shining your heart through your shoulders. And exhale, round through your back. Come around. We'll go both ways, so make sure you know which way you're going first. Go ahead and begin. it's kind of easy to rock around in this position doing this movement. Try to keep your lower body as still as possible. If you are seated up on a blanket, you might find it more comfortable to come off of your blanket for this. You can try and see what feels best. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in, come to stillness, retain your breath for just a moment, and exhale when you're ready. Take another deep breath here, and exhale. And we'll switch directions, so going the other way. In Kundalini, we come to stillness after these movements to allow our body to fully absorb the benefits of the movement before we move on to something else. Your pace doesn't have to match mine. Go with the pace that's right for your body and your breath. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, come to stillness and retain the breath. And exhale when you're ready. Another deep breath. Our next exercise is spinal flexion, so your hands will stay on your shins, and on the inhale you'll pull your heart through your shoulders, and exhale you'll round back. If you're familiar with cat-cow, this is a seated cat-cow movement. Be careful not to throw your neck around as you move here. You want to keep control of your neck and keep your chin somewhat parallel to the floor. So let's begin. Inhale forward, exhale back. This is a sniff and throw breath here. If you'd like to work with the mantra, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Remember to go at the pace that is right for your body and your breath. If your eyes are closed, your gaze can be up at your third eye. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, come to stillness, retain the breath, and exhale. A few deep breaths here on your own. Again, your gaze can be focused on your third eye. On your you're ready, if you'd like to, you can stretch out your legs, maybe shake them out a little bit if you need to. And if you'd like to switch the crossing of your legs, you can go ahead and do that now. In the next exercise, your hands will come to your shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs in back, and we'll do the sniff and throw breath here, inhaling to your left and exhaling to your right as you rotate from the torso. So again, go at the pace that is best for you. Let's begin. Halfway there. Sat, nam, sat, nam. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, come to stillness, retain the breath. And exhale. We come to stillness after each movement to allow the body to absorb the benefits, but also to observe. Observe the changes in your body and in your energy after each exercise. And when you're ready, we'll bring the hands back to that same position, fingers in front, thumbs in the back. And we'll do side bends here. So you're going to inhale to the left again and exhale to the right with that sniff and throw breath. The point of this is not to get your elbows to touch the floor. You want to keep your lower body, your sits bones firmly on the floor. So this doesn't have to be a big movement. So when you're ready, we'll begin. Able to do these exercises with your eyes closed, focus your gaze on your third eye. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, come to stillness. And exhale when you're ready. Observe. When you're ready, go ahead and come onto all fours. So go ahead and just find your knees under your hips, your wrists under your shoulders. Spread your fingers wide and just find some organic movement here, whatever feels good. Maybe swaying your hips side to side, maybe some hip circles. Just whatever feels good in your body. Find some movement that feels good here. When you're ready, you can come to stillness here with a neutral, straight spine. And as you inhale, go ahead and pull your heart through your shoulders. Tailbone and crown of head reach for the sky for cow. And exhale, tailbone and crown of head reach towards the floor as you arch your upper back for cat. Inhale, cow, and exhale to cat. Tailbone reaches for the space between your knees here. We'll do a few more rounds on your own. And after you finish your next round, go ahead and just return to a neutral, long, straight spine. Go ahead and extend your right leg out behind you. And the movement on your inhale, your upper body will kind of mimic that cow position. So your heart will try to pull through your shoulders here. And as you exhale, your knee and your knee and your nose will come together as you round your spine. This will be with the sniff and throat breath, so it'll be. So when you're ready, we'll do 27 of these on each side. So, making sure that you're moving at your own pace. After you finish your last one, deep breath in, extending your leg behind you. Exhale, set your knee down. And when you're ready, you can begin 27 on the other side. Find your rhythm and go. Try to keep both elbows straight. Try not to be bending too much into your opposite elbow here. Again, when you're finished, deep breath in, leg extends behind you. And exhale, set your knee down. When you're finished, you can bring your big toes to touch, knees to the side of your mat. Sink your hips toward your heels and walk your arms forward for child's pose. Take some long, slow, deep breaths here, allowing your breathing to return to normal. Take 2 more full deep breaths here. And when you're ready, you can begin walking yourself back up. And we'll come up onto our feet here. So I'm gonna face you here. So you wanna bring your heels together. Your toes will be out almost like a ballet first position, if you're familiar with that. And as you bend down, your heels will come up off the mat a bit. So make sure that your heels are touching. And the movement here is Kundalini Frogs. So on the inhale, you'll straighten your legs and lower your head to the floor. And on the exhale, bend your legs, head comes up. So we'll do 27 of these at your own pace. Again, get in a rhythm and just go. When you're finished, just sit back, come to a comfortable seated position, and long, slow, deep breathing. You may feel dizzy after that exercise the first few times you do it. That subsides with practice. Let's go ahead and bring your right shin parallel with the edge of your mat and stack your left shin on top. So left ankle to right knee, left knee to right ankle. Keep some energy in your feet here. Sit up tall with a nice, long, tall spine. And continue with deep breathing, calming your breath, calming your nervous system. If it's available to you, and you'd like to fold forward, go ahead. If you're folding forward, I like to use my hands to kind of push back a little bit. I just push into the ground a little bit to make sure I'm keeping my weight back in my sits bones and I'm not losing the stretch. Fold it over, go ahead and begin to walk back up. And we'll switch legs. So left shin comes parallel to the edge of the mat. Right shin stacks on top. Ankle to knee. Knee to ankle. Energy in both feet. A long, tall spine. Like to fold forward, go ahead. If you're unable to fold forward with a flat back, then you've gone too far. You want to go ahead and keep a flat back. So only fold forward as long as you can keep your back, your spine nice and straight. And then of course there comes a point when you get about halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way down, where you need to then begin to fold. If you have folded over, begin to walk yourself back up. And bring both of your legs out in front of you. So for the next practice here, we're going to be folding over our legs. So find an area on your legs where you can comfortably hold on to. If you're able to reach your toes, take your 2-piece fingers, wrap them around your big toes, and then your thumbs will press into the tops of your toes. And we'll inhale up, exhale down with the sniff and throw breath. So when you're ready, go ahead and begin. Making sure you're flexing equally through both sides of your feet here. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in, retain the breath, and exhale, fold. Deep, slow breathing. One more deep breath here. And when you're ready, begin to walk yourself back up. And we'll go ahead and take the right leg, bend it, the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh. Again, finding that place on your left leg where you can work with. If you are able to reach your toes, peace fingers around your toes, and then your right hand will just go over the top of your toe. If you're not able to reach your toe, that's okay. Take your heel, your calf, your thigh, wherever you can work from. And the motion is still the same wherever you're working from. So do that sniff and throw breath again. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. Retain the breath. And on the exhale, fold. When you're ready, you can begin to walk yourself back up. And We'll switch sides. You can straighten the right leg. Sole of left foot comes to the inside of right thigh. Taking hold of wherever you're working from, and we'll begin. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. And exhale, fold over your leg. When you're ready, you can begin to walk yourself back up. And this time, go ahead and take your legs wide. You don't have to be as wide as you can go. We're going to be doing that same movement here. So if you can reach your toes, go ahead and reach your toes. I'm not able to bend my arms if I do this because I have shorter arms than legs. So I'll go work from my shins here. So we're going to inhale up, exhale left. Inhale up, exhale right. So when you're ready, let's begin. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deep breath in. And exhale, fold down the center. You can bring your hands in front of you for support. Or if you can fold all the way down, you can make a little pillow for your head with your hands. Long, slow, deep breathing. And when you're ready, you can begin to push yourself back up to a seated position. Take your hands underneath your knees here to help pull your legs in. We'll take right leg on bottom. Go ahead and bring your right heel towards your hip, your left hip, and your right knee will face forward. And then we're just going to stack the left knee on top here. And you can find a position that's comfortable for your feet, closer to your hips or farther apart. We want our knees stacked here. And when you've found a comfortable position, find a long, tall spine and breathe. if your knees don't stack, if there's a gap in between your knees, you can always use a blanket to fill in some space or a block. Whatever you need to keep your body supported. When you're ready, you can just lean back on your hands and we'll switch legs here. So left leg comes to bottom, knee facing in front of you, right knee stacks for Gomukhasana, cow face legs. Find a comfortable position for your feet. Use whatever props you need to support your body. And breathe. And when you're ready, you can unwind your legs and find your way out of that. And go ahead and lie down on one side. So your back will be parallel to the back of your mat. And you can either make a pillow for your head or just kind of gently prop yourself up, being very kind to your neck here. So your knees are bent at about a 45-degree angle from your body, and we're going to do some clamshell movements. So we're just going to lift and lower your top knee. You want your hips stacked, and that's how they're going to stay. So we don't want to be wobbling back and forth on the hips here. If you'd like to make this a little more challenging, you can lift your feet, and we will go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set everything down. Extend your legs out. You can have them back so you're in one straight line, although that's kind of hard to keep your balance, so I like to bring my feet out in front of me a little bit here. Go ahead and lift your top leg, point it, and we're going to take some circles to the front. So as you circle, make sure you're scooping out the arch of your bottom foot. So 8, 7. If it's easier for you to stay balanced with your hand as a kickstand, use that. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse directions. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and keep that top leg, top foot pointed. On your inhale, you'll lift. Exhale, flex your foot and lower down. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring the sole of your whichever leg is on top, the foot to the floor, and bring your bottom leg back in line with you. Go ahead and prop your hand up here. And we're going to lift and lower your bottom leg. So 10, 9, 8. Make sure your foot is flexed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up there. This will be our new starting position. Lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hold at the top. 10 pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release that. Go ahead and glue your top leg to your bottom leg, and we're going to lift both of them at the same time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set everything down. You can go ahead and roll over to the other side. I'm going to switch sides here so I can stay facing you. So your back is parallel with the back of the mat. You can make a pillow for your head or whatever position your head is comfortable in. And we'll begin with those clamshell movements. So hips are stacked. Your feet can either be on the floor or lifted. 8, 7, 6, 2, and 1. Set your legs down. Extend your legs. Point that top foot, and we'll do circles. 8, 7. Last one, reverse directions. 8, 7, 6, 2, and 1. Keep that top foot pointed. Inhale, lift. Flex, lower. 9, 8, 7, 2, and 1. Bring the sole of your top foot to the floor. And inner thigh lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top. This is your new starting position. 10, 9, last one, hold it at the top, and 10 pulses. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set that down. Glue your top leg to your bottom leg for double leg lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and roll over onto your back. Go ahead and cross your right ankle over your left knee. Reach your hands through, clasp them behind your left thigh, and pull your knees in. Keep a little energy in both of your feet here. And you can use your right elbow if you need to keep your right knee kind of propped open. Keep it from collapsing in. Take some deep breaths here. Set your left foot down on the floor, push into it and just shift your hips over to the right just a bit, and then let your right foot and your left leg fall to the ground, gently of course. And if you'd like to, you can bring your arms out to a T or to goalpost positions and look to the right. Make sure the sole of your right foot is firmly planted on the ground. And if you need to use your hand to keep your knee from collapsing in, do that. One more deep breath here. Return to center. Switch legs. Sole of right foot to the floor. Left ankle crosses right knee. Go ahead and reach through and pull your knees in. Remember to keep a little bit of energy in both of your feet here to protect your knees. When you're ready, you can set your left foot down. Your right foot down, sorry. Gently push into your right foot. Move your hips over to the left a bit. Left foot and right leg come to the right. And your gaze goes to the left. One more deep breath here. And when you're ready, come back to center. And bring your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your knees here. Maybe bring your forehead to your knees. Just give yourself a big squeeze here. And then when you're ready, you can just stretch out long on your mat for Shavasana, final resting pose. Allow your feet to fall out to the side. Take some space up with your arms. And completely let go of any control over your breath. Completely relax all of your muscles. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as you're able. When you're ready, slowly begin to bring some movement back into your fingers and toes. Maybe stretching out long on your mat with a nice deep breath. Roll to one side. And slowly and gently make your way up to a seated position when you're ready. Come back to the comfortable seated position where we began. Close your eyes and scan your body. Notice if anything is different. Your body, your mind, and your energy. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.